or gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on a brand new episode of The Corner Seat. If you're new here, I'm your host, Rozitta. Kama kawaida, we are coming to you from Origin Coffee House here at Golden Life Mall. This is the place for your great recharge moments. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about business. The guest I'm hosting today will be shedding light on that. She is going to help us understand what you need to know to get into a business, what you need to start a business, and everything related to running a business successfully. So I'm excited to introduce to you Miss Lucy Mwangi. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also fine. You look amazing. I
Thank
know somebody
you.
might think our walipanga wavae blue. Please tell them it's a coincidence.
Trust me, it's a coincidence. I didn't even tell her what I'll be doing this. And then she decided to come with an arrow blue.
And we just blue
Yes. Yes. But we'll move along.
Really amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me on today's episode.
Most welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
When you called me, I was scared.
Why though?
I was thinking, goodness, sharing. Hiya. Okay.
But here you are.
I'm here.
Thank you.
Thank
you for saying yes and for actually coming.
Thank you.
So please introduce yourself to our viewers so that they can know, why is Miss Lucy teaching us on business? Why her? Why her?
Okay, my name is Lucy Mwangi, as she called me. I didn't want to give my second name before people start calling me that on the street. Lucy Mwangi.
Yeah.
I am an accountant by profession. I have had about 10 or so years work experience in the corporate, as well as what people would call juakali. So I am well versed in both sections of the market.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So most people ask themselves, I want to start a business,
Yeah.
but nianze wapi? That's the question that most people ask. Nianze wapi?
Okay, I think I would say the first thing would be know exactly what you want to do.
The kind of business?
Yeah, the kind of business, but what do you want to do? How do I mean? Because you see, as you're doing your business, there's a bigger picture in terms of what is your contribution to the impact of the humanity.
Yes.
So what is it that you want to do? I would say, for example, if I'm the one who's starting up a business,
Earrings?
a little bit. You see, there's actually a gratuitous skill of what you're interested in.
Okay.
If it's something to do with clothes, count me out. There are people who are good in that, but that's what I mean. Know exactly what you want to do first. And then before you move forward, do your research. Because you can just, let's use one example, the clothes, because that's what you started with.
Yeah.
You can't just come and have a full range of clothes for everyone. You will miss out. So there's something called specialization. You might decide to do doing children clothes. Most people you've seen who are successful in such kind of clothes business, they usually specialize. So they know my niche is baby clothes, and they go out and they explode with it. Then later on, because they've already cemented their foundation, they're able to bring in other types of clothes.
So narrow down on the kind of business that you want to run.
Correct, yes. By the way, if you're starting a business, if money is your target, you might lose your way.
Okay, but we all start a business to make money.
Yes, but here is the thing.
Yeah.
You will start, because your aim is money, you will start selling clothes today. Somebody comes and tells you can sell maize in the same shop. You will bring it because it will bring you money. Then somebody else will come and tell you can bring your hardware.
Okay.
Then start, you must have a focus.
So your focus will be scattered.
Exactly, because your target is money.
Yeah.
But okay, yes, we want to do business because of money. But you have to be clear on what you want to do before you get the money. For you to get the money, not before, but for you to get the money. Don't be scatter-helter like people. I know people from our places, they like to do anything and everything that will make money.
Guilty.
Yes, we cut everything. We're selling soap, selling toothpaste, mara I'm selling chuma,
You meet
I'm
up
selling
with somebody and
cement.
they ask you, unauzanga mabati?
Yes. So it means you cannot grow. When you have such kind of a focus, you will never grow.
Okay.
Because
so,
you see, for you to, I'm looking at it in a long-term perspective. That you're doing business that you will grow for you to leave your kids behind. I mean, for your children to run later, or at least to have a foundation for any other business that might come up later.
Okay.
You can just start scatter-helter. You will not make anything. From there, now you do your research.
What should you make sure you find out in your research? What exactly is the information you're trying to find as you're doing the research?
Okay, the first thing will be to analyze the market. Because yes, you need to know the product, because your business is a product that you're selling,
Yes.
So your product, how is it going to impact the areas, or rather the market? If it's an area that is full of garages, and then you bring a boutique,
does it make sense?
You're clashing.
Yeah.
No, not really. You're clashing because the people who are coming here are coming to have their cars repaired, and the mechanics rarely will look at your clothes. So really, you've had a misplaced location. I'll come to location anyway. So you need to do a lot of research on such kind of issues. Also, get to understand what are the government compliance issues you might need to encounter before you start your business.
So when you talk about the government compliance, these involve business registration,
yes,
taxation.
Correct. What before you even go to the national government, let's talk about the county government. You have the licenses, business license, all those things that you need to consider. And then now you need to look at make sure you understand fully what your product, which tax range it falls into. And I'll come to the tax later.
So we are still in the business plan, trying to find out what we want.
Yes.
The market.
Not really you've already said what you want, but now what needs to happen for you to be able to do it.
For you to accomplish that.
Yes.
Let's talk about pricing. Why is it so important when it comes to planning your business? Because I think most people have failed in that area for quite some time. I don't know.
Yeah.
What should you consider when it comes to that?
The key thing I know people overlook is the cost. How much does it cost you to get that product out in the market?
Yeah.
So I like using examples so that it's easy for somebody to understand.
Yes.
Let's say you're importing cars. You think the car is the best one, and you want to specialize because you've seen this influx of cab services. So you know the types of cars they want, the Tupassos, the Nissan Note, all the. You might decide that you want to start bringing those, importing those cars so that you're able to sell because you realize that there's a demand for it. That's another aspect I'll bring in later, demand and supply. Okay. So you decide that you're gonna get the cars from, I don't know, say Japan. So you need to identify where you're gonna get it from, which factory. There are several of them, but you need to know which one, and which one will also give you and will make it easy for you to import the car. Then also consider the amount of tax you're going to pay. See, all those are costs that you're gonna incur. So for the car to come from Japan to land here, there's a cost that you've already incurred. So if you are aware of how much you've incurred, then you're able to know how much you should sell it for at. You just don't set a price and then you find that your cost has overrun your price, which means you're running at a loss, which means you should just sleep at home. I don't understand.
It's so true. I think I understand that because for quite some time when I was new in business and I was just trying to do business for the sake of it, I thought I wanted to avail products to my clients at a very affordable price at the expense of me. So I used to sell things, but I'm making losses or I'm making very little profit. Hadi nashindo, what's the point of selling an item only to make a profit of 50 shillings?
Doesn't make sense. And I'm sure you also missed out on your transportation cost. Because these are the factors you need to add into that.
I never used to count that. I used to be like, I bought this item at 50 shillings and sell it at 100. So I've used like 200 bob. I totally
So those are the key things that people miss out on.
Amazing. Let's talk about the government compliance, the taxation bit especially. How do you go about that? And starting with the business registration, because I think most people feel afraid to start a business, especially when it's a physical business, because of all those processes that involves licensing, paying the kanju and all that kind of stuff. So how do you go about it?
As you're doing your research, there's something you need to decide about the structure of your business.
what do you mean by structure of the business?
Okay, what by structure I mean whether it's going to be a sole proprietorship, or is it a partnership, or are you going to form a company so that you're able to run your business? So you must decide on the structure. Now, based on the structure, it affects how your tax will be done. Wow. And also based on your product. You see, the reason I mentioned cars is because there is a tax implication before you even get the product in. But if you're selling eggs are easily available in the country. You can just, you need to, you see the tax element doesn't affect eggs per se versus the car. It's still business. Business is not limited to big time businesses. Business is business. As long as you're selling and you're making profit and you can sustain yourself, that's business. So you can't limit yourself to just saying business in terms of shops. That you have a shop there, so you're the one who has a business. Yet there's somebody who's sitting at home selling earrings
on Instagram.
And on Instagram and distributing, and that's still business. So as you're deciding the structure based on whatever product you're intending to sell, product or service, because that's a key thing. Either selling a product or you're selling a service. So depending on the service that which product or service that you're selling, then you're able to know the tax implication. So for the car, you know there's a tax implication in importing it. But you see, as you're importing the car, if you're bringing it as an individual, your profit is taxed on you. If you bring it as a company, its profit is taxed on the company. So those are the things you need to look at.
So after deciding you want to have a sole proprietorship, for example, let's go with that because I think that's what most people want. You know, I want to start selling eggs. I want to open a small boutique. I want to sell, open a small kibanda. How do you go about that now after deciding you want to be a sole proprietor?
So at least for sole proprietorship is a bit easier because it's your person, right? So for such, the tax that is going to be applicable to you is what you normally file every end of the year.
End of the year.
So and they don't tax what you brought in; they tax your profit.
Oh, they tax the profit.
Yeah, so it's a business. So you sold this, you remove your cost of sales. The ones are telling you that you need to factor in the cost and all other things like the licenses. I'm sure for you to sell something, you just can't walk. You know, like distributing flyers these days, you have to pay the county for the stamping. So that's a cost that you need to factor in. So at the end of your, I'm an accountant, so me in my head is just thinking profit and loss. So at the end of your profit and loss statement, there is a profit that you've made, and that's what you'll be taxed on. And the first thing I need to be clear on is people need to understand and really understand this well. As long as you have a PIN number, a carry PIN number, you are required to file your returns. Income or not, you're required to file. And I say this especially for students because I know that you need to apply for a PIN to get a help loan, right? So sometimes I've encountered this. Students, they go get the PIN, forget about it, go on to school. Then they start working. And then your employer tells you, you've not filed for 3 years. What do you mean filed? I was in school. And like, you were required to file. Then I'm like, no, I wasn't earning. You're still required to file nil, at least since you're a student. So now because you didn't file, you're going to cough up to 2,000 for every year you didn't file. Now imagine you've just started your first job. So people,
tell them,
as long as you have a PIN number, you are supposed to file. Msiseme mkuambiwa.
Wasiseme tukuambia. Kuna sisi tumewasaidia.
Tumewasaidia. The information is out there.
A minute, we have a coffee over here. I ordered peppermint for you. Peppermint macchiato. I've never had macchiato before. I think I've been taking peppermint latte.
Peppermint what?
Macchiato.
Oh, sorry. Me nimesikia mafiato. Sorry. The mint says it already has sugar.
Oh. Okay. And what's this? Oh, cookies.
What flavor?
Amazing. All right. This looks interesting. Thank you so much.
I am waiting to explore. Thank you.
Okay, this looks really nice.
Yeah.
So Lucy, let's try and come closer home now.
Okay.
We have this person who has decided the kind of business they want to get into.
Yeah.
They know the location, they know the pricing they're going to put. But there's this one issue, capital.
The big one.
Yeah.
The big.
I think so many people are so scared of starting a business because one, they don't have the capital.
True.
So what's your take on that? What would you advise somebody to, as long as capital is concerned?
Yeah. I think it's important for people to realize that how you source your capital will determine whether you survive or not. What do I mean? You see, a business on average takes between a year and 3 years to break even, or at least to start making profits.
2 to 3 years.
Between 1 and 3 years, because it depends on the nature of your business. Between 1 year and 3 years before you start making profits that you can say, I think I'm doing something. So, if you have that in mind, imagine borrowing from, I don't know, let's go crazy, a Shylock who wants his money after a month. Yet you're gonna start making profits after, let's say your business is a kind of highly liquid. So after 1 year, you'll be really stressed about it because I mean, you know, the interest they charge is absurd. Anyway, so you have to be very careful where you source your capital. Most people usually prefer to go with savings. So there's no pressure. I mean, this is your own money, so no one is pressuring you to return it. There's also an option for bank loans, but
would you advise anyone to go into that direction of taking a loan?
No. No, reason is because business is uncertain. There's no predictability that you're gonna make it or not. It's not like being employed. You say employed, you're sure they have money every month. So if you're employed, you can easily work with loans. I would say go with savings. If by the way you find that the kind of business you want to do is really has a really high capital demand, nothing is stopping you from starting with a low capital demand.
Oh, sure.
For example, I don't know, I like the idea of clothes. Maybe it's good because I know I can sell it. For example, I want to do a nice cloth boutique that stocks designer and bags and shoes. So I know the initial capital outlay will be huge, very huge, because I need to be centered in a mall like this one, where there's a certain type of clientele that will come. To, of course, rent is not 1 shilling. Then you have to do the interior decor. You have to get properly trained salespeople. You know, the initial capital demand is huge. So don't start there. Start small. Start online.
And people avoid starting small.
I know, but if you want peace, if you want to grow, start small.
But there are types of capital. Basically, what should we know about that?
Sure. There are 2 types of capital that, well, to be on general terms, layman term, 2 types of capital. One is finances and one is human resource. Well, you can't start a company and then don't count yourself. You're spending your time and spending your money. You are a capital yourself as a startup, as a business owner. And if you're a capital, that means you need to take care of yourself so that the business grows. Don't overlook yourself. You are part of the capital of the business. Yes. Now, there are also 2 types of, in the same financial capital, I can split it further into 2. There's seed capital. Seed capital, let me explain in terms of like you had to buy a camera, you had to buy a laptop, you had to buy the lighting, you had to buy the microphones, all those things, and the tripods and everything necessary for you to start. That's part of the seed capital. And that's a cost that you need to note. All right, the other part of capital is what you call startup capital. Now, this is the costs. For you to come here, you have to transport yourself from whatever, transport your equipments, and get somebody to do the shooting, get a director, get a producer. That's part of your capital as well. So don't overlook that part, that cost into your business. Now, from the very beginning, have a proper set of books.
A proper set of?
books, my records.
Accounting.
So those are the things that you need to. I was saying about making sure you have proper records.
Yeah. What are the necessary things this person should do for their business to remain successful and to be successful?
Starting a business is not easy. You can see how much time you've spent, resources, sourcing, researching.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense for you to start a business and then expect it to grow by itself.
Yeah.
It won't.
There's what you must do.
There's something that you must do.
Yes.
The first thing is, we say part of your, what did you call it? Market research. At least you identify what type of product you're selling, all those things. So we are out of there. But then there's something you need to continue doing so that you can continue being consistent.
Yes.
That's the first thing. Consistency. You have to be consistent. For example, if I'm giving this quality of coffee, right?
Yeah.
If I'm giving this
macchiato,
it's all right.
Yeah.
If I'm giving this quality, I should consistently give this quality no matter what happens.
And that is what consistency means.
Yes.
I think people define consistency as what you do. If you choose to do something today, like let's say make coffee, also make coffee tomorrow without carrying the standard, as long as coffee is still there.
No.
So consistency is in terms of quality.
Yes. What is the thing that started you off? You started making amazing coffee like this. Now tomorrow I come, because I've liked this coffee, I'll come ask for macchiato, right? Then they bring me some watery thing. I'd be like, Kwani the macchiato checked, or have I asked for the wrong item?
Yeah.
Like, no, we didn't have this ingredient.
Okay.
You've lost me. I won't come back again. I will not recommend you. So that means you've lost a customer. And one lost customer, count yourself, you've lost 5 other customers.
Yeah.
Because we know how it is. Sales are done through recommendation.
Yeah, true.
So if I take a nice macchiato, like, hey, there's a coffee I took
at Origin.
It was amazing. I think you should try.
Yeah.
So now next time my friends come over, I'll be telling them, to meet Origin. And then they go tell other people and like that. So you see, you've grown your base.
Yeah.
Now, if I come back and I find it to be lacking, I'll just tell people, you call.
So consistency
is
in terms
key.
of quality.
Yes.
I get that a lot, because even when it comes to creating content online, we are told to be consistent, and for a long time I thought it meant keep uploading videos, keep uploading content. But then I came to realize it's the quality that determines your consistency.
Correct.
It's not that you're uploading videos every day, it's the quality of the videos you want to upload.
Yes.
And I think that's where most people go wrong.
Most people, because now for you, people have a certain expectation of your content. You've started at this standard. You can't come tomorrow and do this. I'll be looking at you like, ulikuwa serious ama ulikuwa unafanya jokes ama ilikuwa tu fun? Kama ilikuwa fun tuondoke. Tunataka serious people.
I get it.
Yeah.
So be consistent.
Be consistent. You have to be. The other very key aspect of continuity for your business, customer service. Customer service. How are you going to get money in? It means somebody came and spent it.
Yeah.
So why should I come and spend money at your shop?
Yeah.
What is that that you're providing that is above any other shop? There are very many coffee houses in this area, at least in this town. So
city,
and
this city.
Forgive me, tongue taken. Oh, Lord, forgive me.
City.
Tongue back, thrown back to the pit of hell. Sorry, in this city.
Yeah.
And so, what will be different
about Origin?
It's how they treated me.
Yeah.
I walked in here, they said hi. I mean, sometimes it doesn't have to be too much.
Yeah,
you don't have to go out of your way prying people with rice and flowers. No, don't go that far. Something simple. Hi, how are you? Welcome. I feel welcomed. So even if I buy my coffee, I'm like, at least you can appreciate the sound. The other thing I would say, you have to be reliable and honest. By reliability here, I mean that I know whatever you say is actually, that's why I'm putting them together, reliable and honest. Let me give an example of Origin, for example. I know that I'll come here, they'll tell me that the meal is going to take 20 minutes. and they actually take around 20 minutes. They are reliable.
Okay.
I think this one encompasses so many things. It encompasses consistency and reliability, which is giving value for money. Why would I come all the way to Golden Life Mall at Origin to take my coffee? It's because I know you'll give me value for my money. I won't go out feeling like I've wasted that money. I have spent it on something good. In general, you always have to be positive about people and treat people respectfully.
So as we come to the close of this show, maybe you can, it's okay. It was really nice.
It was amazing.
Peppermint macchiato.
I just remember macchiato.
We can't forget that. So coming to the end, maybe you can tell us what is it, the one thing that business owners have an advantage of? Okay.
Yes.
You have something for us?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Fork and knife. This is huge.
Must be big.
I'm waiting. Okay.
Yeah.
I was saying, what is the one advantage that current business owners have right now over the past ones, those in the 90s? What is it they have right now that is most beneficial to them? Is my question making sense?
Yes, it is making sense, but I'm laughing.
Why are you laughing?
Because you said 90s, like 90s is 10,000 years ago, but it's not right.
You know, we're in 2021.
Hey, 90s is just the other day.
No, it's not the other day.
Well,
it's
for some
21
people.
years ago.
For some people like us, this is just the
When you
other
were
day.
a teenager.
Imagine, I was like, oh goodness. So the key thing that I must really say has current business owners have that is really beneficial is the fact that things have gone digital. So it will not take you, like now PIN registration, it's so fast. You can get PIN registration within an hour or even less. Before, utangojea a week or two.
Okay, a minute, we have our goodies.
Yes.
Eish.
Eish. Okay.
Chicken roll,
Boneless chicken tikka. Okay, this looks really nice.
Wow.
I'm interested to know how is this made? Maybe
Chef. Hi.
you're the chief chef.
Yes.
I'm a new chef.
Chef.
Yeah, how is it made?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a chicken lollipop. Made it from chicken wings
Yeah.
and the mixed peppers plus onion. So first of all, we marinate the chicken.
Yeah.
Then after marinating it, we just fry it. And after that, we toast it in a chili garlic sauce.
Okay.
Those mixed peppers.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the boneless chicken tikka.
Oh, the boneless chicken tikka is just cubes of chicken.
Yeah.
Just deboning. Then we marinate in marination. Chicken tikka marination. Stew it in our stew. After that, we do it in tandoor. There is
What?
Oh,
something called
tandoori.
Oh,
Tandoori is
okay.
like a funniest thing.
Okay.
It's like oven, layer
Got it.
use charcoal.
And the vegetables,
Now,
salad.
that's just a salad.
It's fried, right?
Not fried.
Oh, it's not fried. Wow.
Just,
It's steamed or
seasoned.
something.
It's not steamed even.
No, it's seasoned some salt.
Okay.
And,
It almost looks steamed.
lemon.
Yeah.
I'm itching to dig in.
Just
She
try.
has a
Thank you
box
so
ready.
much. Let's try this out.
Okay.
Okay, right.
I'll let you know how we like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. Let's see.
You wanna try?
I think I will try the boneless.
I think I start with the chicken lollipop. Let me taste this.
Let's try this one.
Let me see.
I like the chicken tikka.
I think we should just eat tutamaliza show baadaye.
I second that.
It's nice. What do you like it?
The tikka. It's very. It's not overwhelming. Sometimes we usually put a lot of tikka, but this you can
perfect.
eat. Perfect mix.
The
How is it,
lollipop is really soft.
It looks
and
like it has sauce.
chewy. I think this is marinated. The sauce they used to marinate. It's so chewy and so.
Let me try the salads.
Okay, this is really nice.
Lettuce. I'll tell you, salad is usually the killer.
You like it?
Salt. More?
More, please. Let me try this.
Try. It's amazing. The tikka is just.
It's really nice.
You can take this all the time. But I'm here to dig into this other one. Let's see.
Okay, this is really nice.
Yep. Let me try this one.
We are still on the show.
Oh, sorry. Watuko tumemaliza? Nianze kuchukua na mkono.
Tuweke fork kando.
Hii usungu hii ya kifork na knife. Ai. Anyhow, at West make.
Anyway, you were saying something as you come to the end. I don't want us to get carried away. So.
Yeah, it's true. So I was saying the good thing with these days, at least currently, is that most of these services have gone digital.
Yeah.
I was giving an example about the pin, which you can easily get now. It's not like before you had to apply, then it had to be sent by post.
It used to be sent by post.
Oh yeah, there's a card. There's a large card. There's a large card that used to be sent by post. Yeah, you'll get it not 3 weeks, 2 weeks later. Now it's just instant. Just apply, get all the details in, print your PIN number, you have it. Yeah.
And you have the business registrations being done online.
This one is okay now for like your PIN, you get it through your iTax.
Yeah.
For your business registration, you get it through eCitizen.
Yeah.
Correct. This is eCitizen, the same one you get in your driving license.
Yeah.
So there's so many. I mean, I must say they've really done well to put things digital.
Really?
Yeah.
Even the passport and stuff.
Correct.
Amazing.
It's very nice.
Now I just feel like I want to end the show so that you can just enjoy.
Please, ndio niweze kushika na mkono.
So thank you so much, Lucy.
Yeah.
I believe you've shared a lot of insights as long as business is involved.
Yeah. But I've just gone to the basics. I didn't go into the details because
I think if our viewers would like us to go deeper and if they comment, I think we can do this again, right?
Sure.
And share at depth. And even focus maybe on tax or something, or just, we can narrow it down a bit.
Yes.
So thank you so much for your time.
Most
really
welcome. I've had fun. And today I get to eat chicken.
You enjoyed.
Totally.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for everything you've shared. Thank you for your time, for your insights. I really do appreciate you.
Most
the
welcome.
Corner Seat is honored to have you.
And I must say, please keep it up.
Thank you.
You're going somewhere.
Amen.
Don't give up when it gets tough.
Yeah.
Because that's when you're being sifted to know whether you can make it or not.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
Lady or gentleman, I just want to dig into my chicken lollipops and boneless chicken tikka. It's really amazing. Thank you so much, Origin Coffee House, for these amazing snacks that you've given us for today's show. So that's it for today. I hope you've learned a lot. I hope if you're there wondering about business, I hope you've received some insights that are going to be really helpful for you as long as business is concerned. Until the next episode, I'm your host Rozitta. Blessings galore.